Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start from a software update. So to do that, we have to open the settings. Now we have to scroll like all the way down and go into the software update. Make sure that you are connected to the Wi-Fi or mobile data. So we can check if there's maybe a new update, for example, the Android 16, but as you can see, in my case, I'm up to date. Also, go into the Google Play Store and check if you can update all of your apps. Click on the right upper corner, go to the My Apps and the Games, go to the Updates. Yes, as you can see, my phone automatically updates applications, but not all of them, because a few of them are still not updated. So after the first update finished, I have to manually go here and update all of those apps. I can even do this right now, so they will actually join into the queue and wait for the update process. Now let's change some display settings. So we have to go back into the settings. There we go. First of all, I'm always turning off this automatic brightness. I don't really like that option, and set a screen brightness that you like. And of course, highly recommended option, the dark mode, to improve battery life. Now go for the more motion smoothness, and if you want to get smooth screen, make sure that you are gonna get the adaptive one, so it will turn to the 90 Hz refresh rate. And of course, we can change font size and the style. So in my case, I'm also using big one. And there's also option to change the font style. We can find 4 default fonts, but we can also download them from the Galaxy Store. I'm often using Samsung one. And we can also change the screen timeout. I'm always using 30 minutes. And here the screen zoom. So I also want to make everything bigger on my screen, so I'm picking this. And if you have applied some screen protection, a very useful option to increase touch sensitivity. Now let's go to the battery settings. Let's turn on the battery protection, click here, and we can even get the maximum. So this one will actually allows you to charge your phone to the specific limit. I recommend you to go for like 80%, so it will significantly improve battery lifespan of your device. And for the charging settings, make sure that you turn on the fast charging. Now I can also recommend you to take a look on the location permissions. So go for the app permissions and make sure that there is no any application that got permission to the location all the time, because it's gonna drain a lot of battery. So for the Google one, I will go like allow only while using the application. Now let's go to the sound settings. We can also manage some of them. We can quickly manage all the system sounds. So here you can find touch sound, keypads, keyboard, charging and a screen lock. And also we can change its volume level. And you can also do the same for vibrations. Now let's go into the applications screen. I'm going to show you what kind of the applications you can remove from your phone and what kind of them you can turn off. So as you can see, I can find some bloatware. So pick every application that you have here that you are not really using, and you can easily click uninstall button. Even some Galaxy applications from Samsung, like Galaxy wearable, if you don't have any smartwatches or earbuds from Samsung, you can uninstall this application. So basically you can safely uninstall all of those Samsung applications. Now let's go to the camera. Let's click on this square icon, go to the settings, where I can highly recommend you to turn on grid lines to get better composition on the photos. The composition guide, when you click here, you can pick the following option, grid lines and level, or for example, the grid lines only. We can also turn on location tags. So every time you take the photo, you will be able to exactly know where the photo was taken and the photo description. And now of course you can go into the home screen and customize it like you want, so you can add or remove some widgets. The same with icons. If you want to add some icons or remove them, that's how you can do that. So select the remove, and now the application will be still visible in the application drawer. If you want to put something on your home screen, you can click and hold it, then drag like that and put it over here. Or you can simply click and hold it and select add to the home screen. With a widget, it looks the same. You have to just click and hold it, select remove, or you can change size of widget like that. Of course, not every widget is resizable. You have to make sure that you remember this one. And you can make folders bigger, but of course we have to put it in the specific place where we will be able to actually enlarge it. And that's actually everything. Let me know if you like it.